Lisa here, truth seeker, truth finder, truth teller. Now, um, yeah. I couldn't do this reading yesterday because I had a company and everything else. But I can do it today. Cancer. We're going to see what's going on with you, Cancer. And I'm going to pull some oracles because that's what they want me to do is pull oracles. And I'm going to sage these cards really quickly. You can get a good reading. Okay. Let me see. Let me also do the candle because they want me to. I don't know. You're probably gonna get some angel cards or something because they're telling me to sage it in the candle. And that's the St. Michael's candle. See how the smoke is coming through? All right. Ancestors, we're reading Angels, Ancestors, Universe. And Spirit Guides, we're reading for Cancer. Okay, Page of Wands. That came right out without even me saying anything. Fire sign, Earth and Fire. Page of Wands. You're being inspirational. Okay, you're being inspired. Ideas. Ooh, discovery, limitation, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration. I feel like you want to be free. I for some reason I read all that, but what I got from that was free. You want to be free. You just want to be free. You just want to, and this is yeah. You want to be free as a bird. You want to be free. You want to discover new things. You want to broaden your horizons. I heard. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's what I am now. Free. Yes. Let's get to this. Okay? Something told me blow on it. So I'm blowing on it. Let's see. You seen all that? All those cars trying to creep out. Ooh. Ooh, the Hermit. Okay. Loneliness, withdrawing, resignation, distance, lost. Yeah. Lost your way. You feel lost. The first card I said fire and earth sign. Okay, and that was the Page of Wands. This one is Earth, Virgo. Maybe you have someone, Cancer. Maybe you have someone in your chart that's Virgo. I have Cancer in my chart as well. I'm a Sag though, but I have Cancer and Taurus in my chart. My moon is Taurus, and then my, I believe, something rising or something, Cancer. Then my North Node is Leo. So I'm all over the place, okay? But we all over the place. We always all over the place. That's okay. That's good to be all over the place because that's you. And I feel like this person needs to hear this. You could be all over the place. You could be emotional. Cancers are emotional people. I'm an emotional person. I wear my emotions. You know. I don't let people affect me though. That's one thing Cancer needs to hone in, right? Now, Cancers need to not let anything affect you. Any type of feelings, any type of emotions, any type of those things, don't let it affect you. You know what I mean? Be like a Sagittarius. I mean, slide it right off, and that's it. Because if it's not making you money, it's not helping you grow, it's not making anything for you, snap your fingers and let it go. That's it. Snap your fingers and let it go. This is a Virgo Earth. You could probably have a Virgo in your chart, or maybe a Virgo in your past or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'll put this hair up. I don't know. I'm kind of funny with my hair. Phony money. I feel giddy. I don't know why I feel giddy. Like, I don't, and the smoke is like coming towards me. So I feel very, very giddy. Like very, like you want to go. You want to have some type of sense of freedom. You want to do what you want to do. You feel good for some reason. Even though it says you feel lonely or whatever the case may be, maybe this is somebody in your energy that feels lonely, that feels like they need to, like, you know, they feel lonely, withdrawn and stuff like that. I still feel nice. I feel giddy for some reason. But you do want freedom though. You want freedom maybe from your past. I see a lot of smoke. Things are trying to clear up for you. Okay, Cancer. Let's see what else. I have the sense of like, I'm not going to let things get me down. I'm not going to let things overwhelm me. I'm not going to let things manipulate me or get me out of my comfort zone or anything like that. Like I feel that, you know what I mean? It says seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. So right now you feel like you're seeking a personal closure, right? But I feel like you don't need it. Not from anyone. You don't need it. You don't need a personal closure. You just need to be closed and have a personal closure with yourself. That's what I feel. I feel like you want to move on, but you need that sense of why. By them being, this is a earth, another earth, maybe there's an earth sign in your, you know, what's going on with you. Maybe there was an earth sign, whoever was an earth, a best friend, family member, or a lover, an ex-lover. And it's like swarming around the cards. If you see, they're saying you don't need a closure. You know your closure. If this person, the way they treated you, confirmation with the smoke, the way they treated you and the way they acted towards you and the way they proceed you, that you have your closure. You should have your closure just with that. Just with that. You should have your closure. That's the World card in reverse, and it was Earth sign. I feel like you feel somebody also is rejecting you, like sort of like being resentful towards you. And they're telling me that it's not your fault, it's not you, it's them. Okay? That you can't put that on you. Okay? You can't put that on you at all. The Hierophant. Hierophant. Intuition. I feel like this is another Earth Taurus. I feel like you're in a type of society and rules type of, like, I for some reason I get society and its rules, social approval. This is why I felt like you don't need closure, like something's incomplete for you, but you really don't need You feel like you're bonded to this person, but you're not. I would be surprised if the Seven of Swords come out. Is it the Seven of Swords? No. That's the Queen in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Anyway, it feels like they're telling me something about you're still hung up about religion or social rules. Excuse me. And social approval. And they're saying that in order for you to grow and expand yourself and do better for yourself, you need to get out of that narrative, out of that social approval, out of that social like. Somebody, excuse me, confirmation verb. Yeah. Social approval. Maybe you were raised religion. I was raised religion. I was. And Pentecostal to be exact. And I felt like I didn't belong in a church. I really did. I got God on my side. I believe in the Holy Trinity. I believe in God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost. I do believe in that. I do read my Bible. I do scriptures. I do read because that was at one point something that you can connect with God and understand what you're going through. But I always felt like my spirit needed to be out of a box. If you get what I'm trying to say. I felt like my spirit needed to be out of a box. Because I felt like in church, I was in a box. And I felt like my spirit needed to be out of a box. Like out of the social norm. Okay? And it's okay. If you want to, proceed with church. But if you don't feel right, you don't feel like you're growing, you don't feel like you're progressing in the church, then that means you need to step out of that box, out of the social norm, out of the religious norm that everybody is going to. Again, it's okay, it's fine if you do want to go to that. But what I feel here is I feel like you're seeking the Lord, but the Lord doesn't want you to be in a church to seek him. He wants you to go within you. Because I believe that your spirit needs to grow out of that box. Like I was feeling before when I was younger. I felt like I needed to be out and about in the world. You know what I mean? So it was not like, okay, I'm gonna seek the Lord here because this is what I was used to. This is what I was told and taught. No. Take your mind, take your heart, follow your heart always. Follow your intuition, your heart, your chakras. And always know where you're placed at. And if you feel more free praying at home or going along and, singing to yourself and praying to yourself, because I hear somebody just in the car singing church songs or something. And I'm just, she or he is a she, is driving, singing church songs and loving it and being more free that way than in a church. Yeah, because I feel like this person that I'm channeling right now, it's like when you're sitting in the church, you're just looking and you're just looking around and your head is wondering, like, are we supposed to be doing this? Like, you're questioning yourself in church. You're questioning the fact of, I don't feel like I'm receiving anything. I don't feel anything. I feel more joy in praying at home and singing at home and being more rejoiced and being more happy. than to being in this church. Like, you know, I feel like this person is feeling that way about religion and is questioning it because of the simple fact that it was the norm. It was always the norm. It was the routine. Like, again, confirmation with the smoke. I was Pentecostal. I was raised Pentecostal as well. So I felt like that when I was young. I started feeling like that when I was getting older. And then I was like, you know what? Church is not for me. I feel my soul is better off. And I had to go through trials and tribulations. Trust and believe I had to go through trials and tribulations. Of course. Of course. I had to go through trials and tribulations. But just like, I have to say this because it's something. Just like the devil will find you in church, they will find you out here. Just like they'll find you out here, the devil will find you in church. Do you know that the devil sits next to you while that preacher is talking? If you didn't know that, yes. The devil literally will sit there in the congregation and smile at that pastor and laugh at that pastor. Because sometimes the pastor is not even in union with the congregation. He's in the flesh. He's doing things not supposed to. Depending on the church. I'm not speaking by all. So, and then that was just looking around. For some reason, I'm getting this. For some reason, I'm getting this, and I don't know why. Somebody's in the church that they know secrets. And that was just looking around like, look at all these lost souls. They're listening to this one here. Lord, did you see this? That's what the devil's doing. Lord, do you see this? Your peoples are following this pastor. And this pastor here is more sinful than them. Put it where it goes. Because for some reason I'm getting that. I'm getting that this demon has a big smile. You see? Big smile on their face. I have a big smile on my face. But it's not the smile that I want on my face right now. Because I'm feeling this present. At this present moment, I'm feeling this presence. And my hairs are standing up. See it? And it's because you do not belong in a church. You do not belong in four walls. Whoever is this message for, you belong praising the Lord in your way. Yeah. And you feel that. You feel that. You feel like, you feel boxed. You feel like you're in this church. We're supposed to pray in church. And we're supposed to be in church. And we're supposed to look at this man giving the word. And you know so much about these people in this church. And you feel like you're not even being saved in that church. So it's up to you to take your clarity. They're telling me to put this. They're telling me to. It's up to you to turn these upside down. It's up to you to find your truth and clarity in yourself, because God lives in us. Our spirit roams in us. We are connected with the divine. You need to open your third chakra. They're telling me, they're giving me a symbol of the eye. You need to open up. You need to connect with him. You're not going to do it in that place where you're at right there. You're not. You're not. I don't know who this is for, but you're not. And you know you're not. You know. You know you're not. So, in a sense, you're looking at things like, you know, should I be here? What's the point of, you know, being here? And what's going on with me? Why am I feeling like this? Oh, sweetie, you're awakening. And that's the whole thing. You're awakening to what the divine wants you to do. You have another purpose than to be sitting in a church. I don't know why am I getting this, but I'm getting this from this reading. You have another purpose to be sitting there in a church. You have another purpose. You do. You do. Your whole mindset got to change. It says lack of mindset. Your whole mindset's got to change. For some reason, I got that from that card. Lack of mindset. Your whole mindset got to change. Let's see. Page of Wands. You want to be free. That's what I kind of figured that that's what you want. You're inspired. You have ideas. You're discovering limits of potential. Free spirit. You're a free spirit person. That's why I said you want to be free. I got free from that. I got free. You want to be free from all these narratives and all these things that you are thinking about. You want to be free. You don't want to be tied down with all these narratives. And I'm not meaning tied down like in relationship. I'm meaning like tied down with all these religions. Give me one for the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. Emotional loss, blocked creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition. Your intuition's telling you that, you need to, you're suppressing emotions. Your Ace of Cups is in the reverse. This is a water sign. And it's on top of your page, meaning freedom. You having this blockage. Like I said, you're having this blockage. You're not really looking at things in a perspective that you'd be like, okay, this is what I have to do. You're not following your intuitions, and you're getting intuitions, but you're scared. You're scared because of this narrative, of this religion, this narrative that they got in your head that, no, God gave you free will. Not to be stuck in your head. And yes, you can follow and obey the commands of the Lord. Yes, you could do that. You could do that. You could do that. But again, you could do it at your own leisure. You don't have to be in a church setting in order to find him. This is what he's trying to say. You have that in you. You have that spiritual knowledge in you. You could do it. You just got to break from that social norm, from that social and in its rules. You know what I mean? The rules, this, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way. No, you don't have to. You have free will. Okay? I've learned this a long time ago. I've had free will. And something told me to wear my my phoenix. I don't know if you see it. My phoenix necklace. You are a free spirit. You are a person that does not like to confine, but you do like the presence of the Lord. You do like the feeling of being at peace. You do love the feeling of being, in peace and bliss. You like that feeling of, being that way. But you're not going to get a whole total freedom and package you being confined in four walls. Okay? And this is coming out, and it's natural leader. This is a fire sign. This is a Scorpio and Sagittarius. It's saying natural leader, visionary. You have, you can grow your own empire. Big picture, overcoming. You're seeing, you need to see the big picture, or you're seeing the big picture, overcoming challenges. I don't know why my throat is like, mature, career focused. Fire sign. And it's on the Hermit. It's on the Hermit. And Hermit was, you know, you feel like you're distant, you're lost, you lost your way. And you haven't lost your way. You just need to go within yourself. Yeah. The Ten of Wands. I was seeing the Seven of Swords, but the Ten of Wands. Was that Seven of Swords or Eight of Swords? One of those. The lady that's trapped in the middle. I think that's the 8 or 7 of Swords. Anyway. Burden, extra responsibility, hard work, and completion. You're trying to complete things. You feel burdened. You feel like you got extra responsibility on top of you. It don't have to be. This is another fire sign. This is in Sagittarius again. You feel like you're burdened. You have a lot on top of you. I don't know if you have Sagittarius in your chart, or you have someone around you that's a Sag or something like that, but this could be it, you know. You are trying to another fire and earth sign. You are trying to, it feels like you're manifesting. You're praying. Somebody told me, yeah, somebody said, no, rephrase that. She's praying. You're praying to God for your wealth. Confirmation with the wind coming in. You're praying. You're not manifesting. You're praying. Because for you, you feel like manifesting is calling in evils and all that stuff. And you have to change your mindset. You have to change your narrative. You have to change your mindset. Manifesting is also praying. Okay? You're praying. You told me to change it again. You told me to change it. Leo and Virgo, earth and fire sign. You're praying for a wealth. I see wealth, like wealth hits me. The first word is wealth. You're praying to get abundance. You're praying for prosperity. You're praying for all these things. You are. And there is an upright. And they want you. That's future though. That's not now. That's future. Future wise, they're telling you that if you want to see all this, you have to change your mindset. You have to change your mindset in thinking that the way you're going, it's like you have to follow this certain religion. You have to follow this certain way. You have to follow the certain norm. And they're saying no. They're saying that you can follow yourself. You have that intuition. You have that. And that intuition is not something from evil, something that, you know, is not evil or anything like that. That is literally your angels, your ancestors speaking to you. And this is true. You have a divine connection. The divine wants you to connect more with him, but on a personal level, not told by anyone else. He wants you to do it with you and him. Okay. Ace of Cups. What is this Ace of Cups in reverse? There's a lot of, like, you've had reversals in your past. Like, you've been fighting with yourself. Yeah. 7 of Wands. Challenges, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintenance, maintaining control. In your past, you try to maintain. There's another fire, Leo sign. Why Cancer? I should have named this fire sign. You had a lot of challenges. You've went through a lot. And it feels like you've been protected this whole time. You've been protected this whole time. You've been battling things, but you've been protected from a lot of things that you never saw. There's things that you didn't even see, didn't even get to encounter with people. And I believe, like, this can be friends, family, relationships. I believe it's all of the above. King of Wands. You went through a lot. You went through a lot. And with this King of Wands, you strived a lot. Like, you're a nurturer. You're a person that has vision. You're a visionary. You went through so much. Like, I feel like, Cancer, you went through a lot. You've gone through a lot of heartache, a lot of breaks. But you're strong. You're strong in your own right. You're strong in... Yeah. You're strong. You're strong in your own right. You're strong because you're like dominating in your energy. So you're coming out as a king. It could be man or woman because, again, we possess both. Just like we possess dark and light too. We do possess both. Okay. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, that's from the bad. That's from the bad. No, we as a people, in this vessel, we present both. Okay. Light and dark, because in both you exist. There's sometimes that you have to be into the dark to get something out, to turn around and reflect on something, or be positive in yourself. Through the dark, pain, again, okay? Pain is darkness. So through the dark, I feel like if you're in pain, you feel like if God is punishing you. It's not. He's not punishing you. He doesn't punish any of his children. What he wants is for you to learn. So he lets you go through the trials and tribulation. He lets, you know, any type of effect or any type of issue is going on in your life and your family. He lets that affect you because he wants you to grow out of that. He wants you to learn the experience, learning the pain. Through the darkness comes peace, comes tranquility, comes grace, comes mercy, comes fruition, comes fruitful to your labors, comes joy, comes rejoice, comes peace through your pain. And through that, when you go through pain, that's darkness. So you have to go through your darkness. You have to see your darkness. Now, the whole difference is if you stay in your darkness and don't do the transformation to go into the light, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it is a problem. But if you're in your dark and you're doing your transformation and you're doing your work, you have to go through that. You have to go through your dark because you have to see, you have to kill your ego. You have to kill your pride. You have to kill all of that from you. And I'm not saying kill it forever, because sometimes you got to bring that ego back out because it's necessary in certain situations. And I have to tell this, I don't know why I'm saying this, but you're full of regret, failure, because you failed. You failed at something, you're disappointed. You failed at something. Water sign Scorpio. You failed at something. You failed at something. You feel like you failed in your life. You failed at something. You failed. If I feel like you feel like a failure. And they're saying that no. Through pain. This is the 5 of Cups. Through pain, you can alchemize that. You can move it forward. Through pain is when you're going to progress. Through pain. But you have to reflect on your pain. You have to bring in the pain, reflect on it, think about, why am I in pain right now? Because God's not gonna let me suffer. Why am I in pain right now? If it was a death in the family, death is beautiful. Death is a rebirth for that other person, for that other soul. It's a rebirth. It's a beautiful thing. But some people think about it as, oh my God, misery, right? Okay. So you're in turmoil. You're deep-seated. You're like deep-seated in fear. You're secretly holding this in, releasing worries, hope, reaching out. So this is an air sign Gemini. You're trying to reach out to certain people. You're trying to see if people can give you like maybe an answer or give you an advice or something like that. They're stating that you need to go within. Not seek outside advices, because nobody's going to give you the advice that you're seeking. Only God. Okay? Only God. They want you to Sit with yourself. Get into that hermit that you got in the reverse over there. Get into that hermit mode. Sit with yourself and find the answer within you. You have the answer within yourself. Trust me, I thought I did not have the answer. I thought I couldn't talk to nobody. I thought I couldn't until I sat with myself. And I noticed what was wrong with me. And I reflected what was wrong with me. And what was wrong is I felt lonely. Not no more. That was my past. Not no more. Because I feel like I have an abundance of people around me. I really do. Like I feel like I have everyone around me that I need to, and that I need for them to embrace and love me and care for me. I do not feel alone because I have God first and foremost. Okay? So once you start to alchemize, recognize these pains that is not for suffering, it's not to put you to suffer, it's to put you to reflect, alchemize it, reflect on it, look at it first of all, pick at that pain, see why you're in pain, reflect on it, meaning that, you're going to be like, oh, this is why I'm in pain, because this is the feeling that I'm getting. This is what I'm getting right now. This is what it is. Reflect on it and transmute that into joy. Joy. I get joy from this card. Don't know why. This is a water Cancer. If you transmute all of that that you're thinking, you're overthinking, you're burdening with family problems, with issues that you're having, or whatever the case may be, put all those issues aside. Okay? Put all those issues aside and reflect on what's really going on with you. For some reason, I had to say that about me reflecting on being alone, being lonely, right? Maybe you feel that way. Maybe you feel lonely. Maybe you have a house full. I have a house full of kids. Okay? And at that time, I felt alone. And I had people coming, I had people going, but I still felt alone. And God made me see that, wait a minute, what do you mean you feel alone? You're not alone. You have me. You have the universe. You have your angels. You have a whole universe of spiritual people around you. You're not alone. So he made me feel that. He made me see it too. God knows. He made me see that. Okay? And I say it again. I had a man right next to me. And what he made me see, I sat there in this man's bed and I was just like, oh my God. And the voice just came in. Boom. You wanted company. You have company. You have someone. And you still feel alone. And I said this to this man. I feel alone. I feel lonely. And he was like, why? Like, I'm here. Like, basically, that's what he thought. But in reality, it was me. I had to find God. I had to find me. I had to love me. Even though me and him we were okay, but he had to find himself too. So he had to go through his journey. I had to go through mine. And I had to find myself. I had to love myself again. I had to find myself again. I had to get out of this darkness. And I'm saying this for a reason, because I think this person is sitting in the darkness, is sitting in the dwelling, is sitting in the past and the hurt, is sitting in all this stuff. You know what I mean? Because when it says regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief, I feel like you lost something in your past, but it's time to let go. It's time to let go. It's time for you to continue your journey and stop sitting in this turmoil. Stop sitting in this turmoil. Because you are much better when you let go. You are going to let go of things in your life that does not belong to you anymore. It does not need to be there. You need to get out of that. Because you are beautiful. You are a beautiful person. And you will start celebrating and you will be happy. I don't see community. I don't see anything of community here. I don't feel this is a community card. This is like people are coming in to rejoice with you, whatever. This is that. But I don't feel this from this card. What I feel from this card, what my ancestors are saying is happiness. At the bottom of this card it says happiness. See that? Happiness. That's what you need to get to. You're not happy. I don't know what Cancer is this for. But I am your beacon for today. I am your light. Follow what I'm saying. You will come out of this. You will come out of this. I want to cry. Right now, I want to cry. Because I feel that you're in such a pain. And everything in your past life, you regret a lot of the things. You regret a lot. You regret a lot of the things that you wanted to do so different. You can still do that. You can still do that. Stop, hold on. You can turn your life around. You can. Stop having limited beliefs. Stop feeling like you're not worth happiness. Stop projecting. Stop feeling regret and failures. The failure already happened. Move on from that. Now it's time for a new light. I am your lighthouse. I'm going to pull some lighthouse cards as well. Strength. They're saying be strong. Have strength. This is a fire Leo sign. It says passion. Courage, passion. Yep. Substance and power is saying influence, inner strength, focus, compassion. You need to focus. What I got here is you have inner strength. You are strong, because these cards do indicate that you went through a lot and you are strong in your own right. But it's also saying you have to focus. You have to focus on what you really want. Okay? I'm going to pull some, for some reason, this came. See this? Light bulb. Light bulb moment for you. Let me pull some. Okay? Let me pull some of this. I feel like you're very unhappy. Like you're looking down in regrets on everything. Like I feel like you're very unhappy. You sit sometimes in your bed. I see someone sitting in their bed with napkins and just crying. And just crying. Just crying. And I still feel your emotions right now. I really do. And you're loved, sweetheart. You're loved. You're loved. Don't worry about the past. The past is the past. Past can be mended and fixed. But you have to fix yourself first before you mend any of your past. Okay? How is this collective feeling? How is this person feeling? You feel like you can't celebrate anything. No celebration. You don't feel like celebrating anything. Change. You're stuck. Like I said, you don't want to change. You're full of regret. You're stuck in that black, in that darkness. Changes in the reverse. Celebrations in the reverse as well. You refuse to change. Intimacy. You don't even want to be intimate. You don't even want that anymore. I feel like either you are in a relationship that you don't want to even be intimate with this person. You don't even want to be there with this person. You don't even want this person there. Period. I feel like that's what's going on with you. You have a lot of reversals. Say less. You don't want to hear it anymore. Say less. You don't want to hear it anymore. You don't want to hear excuses from nobody. You don't want to hear the excuses, the drama, the problems. You don't want to hear it anymore. You're to a point that you don't want to hear it anymore. You're tired. And I feel like this person is a little older. I feel like you're tired of it. You're tired of the whole drama, everything. You're tired of the whole family dynamic, period. You're tired of it. Yep. Needy. Remember when I said I felt lonely? Like I needed somebody. Needy. Like I felt lonely. I felt like I needed somebody. I wanted somebody in my life. I felt needy. Like I wanted truly somebody to be in my corner. That's how you're feeling. You're feeling needy, but nobody understands you. Nobody understands why you feel this way. Nobody understands it. Naive. You're not naive to what's going on. You're not. Because I feel like you're not naive to what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. It's in a relationship. You know what's going on in your relationship. You know what's going on. You no longer want to be intimate. You no longer want this person. It feels like you want a different road. And God is saying, it's time. It's time to you. It's been time to you. It's been time. I just heard it's been time for you to take a different road. When you suffered your loss, you suffered a loss of something. Maybe a death in the family. You suffered a loss. Maybe when you suffered a loss, it was time for you to go. Even before the loss. Even before I just heard before. You knew you had to go. Even before. Balance. Yep. You're not balanced. You're not balanced. You're saying you need to balance yourself. You have a lot that you need to do with yourself. Awakening. You haven't awoken. This is your reading. To awaken. I am here to awaken you. Whoever you are, whatever Cancer you are. I'm here to awaken you. Because God has sent me to awaken you. You know this life that you've led. You know that you've done a lot of pain. You've been through a lot of pain. You've been through a lot of hurt. And I can feel it. Because I feel your emotions right now. You've been through a lot. God needs you to balance yourself. You're not naive. You know it. You're not naive. Because this is in the reverse. You know what God wants you to do. You know you need to awaken. You know He's calling you. Wake up. Wake up. This life that you're in right now, you need to leave it. It's hard because I know it's family, it's kids, it's a lot of betrayal, it's a lot going on in your life. You need to leave it. You're no longer serving anyone there. What they're doing is taking from you. They're taking from you. You're no longer serving anyone in that household, anyone outside of the household. They're taking. What you have around you is a bunch of leeches. Have the strength. Self-confidence. And you will see your wishes come true. Yes. Your struggles will be no more. Take it from me. I felt alone with a house full of kids. Had a man. Still felt alone. Why? Because it's not part of God's doing. It's not part of what God has for you, of what God needs from you. It's not part of that. This life, I'm speaking to an older woman. This life is no longer serving you anything. Wake up. You need to wake up. You need to balance yourself. They're calling for you to balance yourself, to need in yourself, to be needy for you, not for nobody else. Everybody else, I feel, here is grown. They need to fend for them. You need to fend for you. Love you. Care for you first. Everybody else can kick rocks. That's what I'm feeling right now. They said it. Everybody else can kick rocks. It's time for you. You have suffered too long. You are tired of this endless loop that you're in. It's time for you to start living in the light. Leave the past behind. Stop living in the shadows. Because you're much more than this. You are. I feel like you're much more. God got something beautiful for you. And I feel it. I wish you the best. I'm going to try and see if I put this on YouTube too. Because I think I have to pull some angel cards, some angel numbers. Yeah. They want you to have inner strength. You're not having inner strength to fight anymore. They want you to seek yourself. They want you to find your inner strength in yourself because you have it. You're just, right now, you're not, you're just giving up. Basically. You're giving up. And they're saying to not give up. To continue going. Find the inner strength to go within. Because you have it. Get out of darkness. Stop doing darkness things. I feel like, you know, stop doing things you're not supposed to. Because it's from the dark. Let's see what angel they want to know. They want you to know. Zurel. Zurel. Angel of harmony and vitality. Feeling complete. Exponential wisdom. Plan B. 1 second. Create an oasis, balance, optimism force. Sorry, opposing force. Balance, opposing force. I help you achieve balance from a change in perspective, compromises, and by finding common ground. Topaz, September, find another way. So you can carry a topaz like to give you energy, to give you like harmony and stuff like that, to have you balanced in your I feel like your emotions, to have you balanced in your emotions. Number 38 can be significant. This is the card. If you want to, I'll pause it. I mean, you could pause it. Sorry. You can read it. I do have a book to read on this. Let's see. Okay. Number 38. Significant, but I gotta find it here. This book is kind of weird. Number 38. 38. 38. Where you at? $77. I want you to, these words are tiny. Look at this. These words are so tiny. Like, I don't know why this fell. But look at these words. Tiny. And I'm like, as an angel of harmony and vitality, Zorel, I think it's Zorel, works to bring balance to all areas of your life. She rules over the animals and vegetable kingdom of Earth and is connected to September, Libra, and Venus. Zorel is also known as the angel of reproduction and sexuality and fertilization, and the progress of environmental changes that are divine, are driven by light code from source. Angel Zorel is also connected to water, and because her prime role is to bring balance, she uses her magic to use water to create an oasis in the most uninhabitable place. Because of the trait, Zorel is also considered to be a patron of magic, of magicians. Although her ability to cause God, these words are so tiny. It says artists and artenses and wells and spring to bubble up from the depths of earth seems like magic to human. This ability actually comes from her alignment with the divine, in which she becomes a channel of creative power of the divine source of all things. Archangel Zuriel, I'm probably saying that wrong, but I apologize. Zuriel can also be called on for her healing and protection. Her speciality is in healing mental alignments by flooding the supply God, oh Jesus, supply I'm so sorry, supplements with a sense of harmony, peace, and vitality that raises them out of their mental oh my God, where am I? I stopped at mental. Now it's like mental depression or imbalance. These words are tiny. She is listed on one of the 70 angels who guard our infants and children, and loves to be called on to attend and protect little ones. Zuriel's most unique ability, however, to help you identify a different course of action when your intel plans fall apart. When asked, she will flood you with a calm energy and mental clarity that will help you discover a plan B. Within the mess of fluttered plans that will enable you to achieve your destiny outcome. Don't be surprised when the new course of action turns out even better than your original plan. So it says, Dear One, what can I do? In harmony and peace, I come to show you the simplicity of the unlimited flow that the universe offers you if you will simply show up and ask. If you jump into my stream, which is of course the stream of God, you are offered protection, direction, love, peace, harmony, education, memory, connection to all knowledge, past, present, and future. With me, you are assured a journey that is not simply about passing time between the crater and grave, but about the magical adventure of gaining wisdom and knowledge beyond your realm of creation. So call upon me to help you jump in and relax and have the time of your life. Wow. That's amazing. So this is her. And that's your angel that you need to call on for Cancer. You need to call on for helping you harmonize, be vitality, and helping you create your goals. And get out of this dark night of the soul, and get out of the way you're feeling right now at this moment. But again, you have a lot of things you have to balance out because your inner strength is in the reverse. You need to be like this. Have strength. Your balance and your awakening is in the reverse, but you're not naive to this. You're not naive to none of this. You know you got to do this. So this is your reading. I thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like and follow. I am on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I am here to give you an awakening. I'm here to awaken you. This is my journey into your space, Cancer, and this is your reading. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this hits well in your heart, because I know I feel your pain, honey. I do. And I wish you the best of luck with everything. And follow me. I'll have more. I know I do. Peace, love, and light. Love you.